Hey y'all, it's your girl Simone and welcome back to my channel. So as y'all can see by the title, today I'll be doing another story time for y'all because I love y'all. Before I get started into this story, I did want to just go ahead and thank everybody for the birthday wishes. Y'all, it was too many comments for me to reply back to everybody, and I didn't want to just reply back to one person or a few people, but so I'm gonna just say thank you here in this video. So yeah, thank y'all so much for the love and support that y'all give me on a daily, and thank you for those birthday wishes, you guys. I really appreciate it. So before, and y'all see my birthday vlog, it's still being shot. Like it's not over yet, so that's why ain't up. It's gonna be up sometime next week because yeah, I'm your girl going out of town this weekend, so I'll be in the A. Anyway, so let's go ahead and get started with this story. So this story is another one with Toxic. Your girl Toxic is in this one, y'all. She's back again, y'all. So let's go ahead and get straight to it. So it was on the weekend or whatever, and we was going to the mall. So we went to the Fox Hills or whatever. We just walking around looking for some shit. We ended up going up into Foot Locker. Y'all, I'm getting straight to the point. We ended up going up in Foot Locker. And was in Foot Locker, we in line and we talking and stuff. So I'm like, what we doing later? And she like, it really don't matter, blah 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 blah. So we decided like, oh, let's go to Takeover. We ain't been to Takeover in a while. If you from LA, you know what Takeover is. If you not, then it's like, you can look it up, or I'm pretty sure y'all, they do stuff like this wherever you're from. It's like a sideshow pretty much, where all the cars just come out and do donuts and shit. It be just packed. They take like the whole street be took over like traffic. It's crazy, but it's, you know, it's a cool experience or whatever. So we gonna go to Takeover. We in line, we talking. So it's this boy behind us in line. He's gonna get a name because he's in the story. His name is gonna be Little Bill, because Lil Bill, he was bald headed like Lil Bill. Like, you know, he had the whole cashew type walnut head, you know, bald headed like Lil Bill. So his name gonna be Lil Bill. So we in line, we talking about going to Takeover, and Lil Bill just behind us, and he like, oh, y'all going to Takeover? Y'all going? And we like, yeah, we gonna pop out tonight. That's probably wasn't our words we said, but some, you know. So we like, yeah, we going or whatever. So Lil Bill all like, oh, okay, y'all gotta come with me. And we like, why we gotta come with you? Like, you know, he just like, cause I'm that nigga. Like, and I'm in a car club, and you know, like, and we do this, and we be going up, and afterwards we gonna have the after party, like blah blah blah. And that's just crazy that they having an after party, because if you've been to Takeover, the shit could last to the next morning. So I'm just thinking like, so when is this party? But anyway, it just sounded good. You know, he was laughing, joking with us. Everything sounded good that Lil Bill was saying. So at this point, we like, okay, Lil Bill, we're gonna take you up on that offer. So we exchanged information with Lil Bill. We end up going home. The night went by. Later, boom, Lil Bill ended up hitting us up like, hey, what time y'all coming out? So we like, we was gonna come out a little later because the shit don't start until like after midnight. Yeah, I believe so, after midnight. Yeah, so I'm like, we're gonna come out a little later. At this time it's probably like 9ish. And so he like, well, we all meeting up, we gonna turn up and do this and that, y'all might as well come out early. So I'm like, okay, it sounds cool. He like, yeah, y'all could be in the car with me. He's like, because it's just no point, like y'all could get lost, like y'all probably can't keep up, which I can't. Like at that time I couldn't keep up, like trust me, if we drive and do all that, I could keep up. I'm gonna make it there eventually, but I ain't gonna be doing the dash, doing the most, you know. I couldn't. So I'm like, all right. So we end up driving to Lil Bill's location that he provided us with. Y'all, this should have been a red flag for us to end this night here, but we did not. So we get to Lil Bill's location. Boom. I tell Lil Bill, I'm like, we outside, we here, whatever. So Lil Bill like, park and y'all could come up. So we like, oh, okay, cool. So at this point we think like, okay, Lil Bill got his own place, or probably not own place, whoever he live with, who knows, but we could come in, you know, we could come over and come in. Okay, Lil Bill, because you know a lot of niggas be like having situations or whatever the case may be. You can't come in their house. Sometimes you can. It don't know. But we ain't even know this nigga for him to be inviting us in. But who knows? It doesn't really even matter. So we get there. Lil Bill like, y'all could come in, whatever. So we park, we at the gate, he let us in the gate, and we go inside the house. So it's him and it's 3 other guys there. So a total of 4 guys and me and my homegirl, me and Toxic. So we in the house, we just chilling. Nobody was on no weird shit, nothing. We just laughing, talking, chilling. One of the friends had a bottle. We gonna give him a name because he's in this story quite some time too. We just gonna call him Lean because that's all he was doing was lean. He just lean. That's what he was doing. So Lean actually had a bottle of regular, you know, of alcohol and some Hennessy. So he just like, oh, y'all want some, whatever. And yeah, so he poured us a cup or whatever. He like, oh, I'm gonna make a little drink. Is it good? Like, you know, I'm gonna make a drink in the kitchen. Asking Lil Bill, is it cool? He like, yeah, it's cool. So we trusting this man to make us a drink, y'all. Don't know why. So anyway, so Lean in there making us a drink or whatever, and he mixed it. He like, what do y'all want to try in it? I think he put some juice with the Hennessy. Whatever he put, it just didn't taste too good, but it wasn't too strong, and we was drinking, so it was it whatever. And I know y'all probably thinking like, girl, why was y'all drinking with somebody y'all don't know? Don't know. Y'all, when I was like 18, you know, sometimes you do dumb shit, and it's cool. Like, you live and you learn. So yeah, so we over there, so he made our drink, so we drinking the drink that Lean made us or whatever, and he's just looking at us smiling, like watching us drink it. And we just like, and here go Toxic, she just smiling back like, like, you know, and she texted me like, I think he liked me. And I just looked at the phone, didn't reply, and we still drinking a drink. He's still smiling at us, probably for like a good 5 minutes. Probably, no, not 5, let me not be extra, probably like a good 2 minutes. He just staring at us smiling, to where, but other people are talking and shit, but we noticing he's staring at us smiling. So I finally, because I don't know, I got it bad, I need to stop doing that. It's probably rude. When somebody stares something, I'll be like, what? So I'm like, what? And he was just like, oh, okay, I was waiting for y'all to say something. And he just started laughing. And we like, why, like, what do you, like, you know, like, what's up? So he was like, the drink good, is good. And I'm like, it could be better, but it's cool, you know. He gonna say, all right, y'all gonna be passed out. He gonna say, cause I put a Miley up in that. Y'all, I was like, stop fucking playing. Oh, I was like, stop fucking playing, don't play. And he was all like, yeah. And here go Toxic, oh, I never had a Molly and Hennessy before. It probably shouldn't. How should it make me feel? Bitch, what? I'm over here, I'm like, oh, hell no. So I'm all like, Lil Bill, where your bathroom at? I'm about to go throw this shit up. And he just laughing. They all laugh. I'm like, I don't see what the fuck is funny. And he like, I'm just playing, calm down, straight. I would not do that shit without asking y'all. He was like, we got some if you want some. But I said, no, I'm good. And Toxic like, if I do it, would you do it? I'm like, no. You could do it on your own, bitch. The fuck. So I'm just like, okay, you know, joke wasn't so fucking funny, but he really was just playing. He didn't put nothing in that drink. So at this point, I really didn't even want to drink the rest. Even though you was playing, it's just like, why don't play like that? That's doing too much. So anyway, we still in the house, we still kicking it. They like, we eventually were supposed to go meet up with the other people in a car club or whatever, and do whatever, I don't know, just wait around, meet up and shit. So he like, okay, give me a minute, I'm finna finish getting ready because I need to look good, you know. So yeah, so we in there, we in the house, y'all. I noticed, I'm noticing the house was very nicely decorated. You know, sometimes some men know how to decorate, know how to do their shit in their house, but this house, I could tell somebody else live here. So for him to have us in this house, you think, okay, whoever else live here, the woman, that is cool because he have us in the house, you know, who gonna just have us in their house, and it's, you can't, you know, shit's fucking weird. So we in there, we all chilling. Next thing you know, you hear keys rattling, somebody open the door. So Lean was like, oh shit, oh shit. So we like, what's going on? He gonna say nothing. He gonna say, Lil Bill, she home. And she came through the door. So a girl come through the door. She had like work clothes on. You could tell she just got work. And she on the phone. And she like, hold on, bitch, let me call you back. And she's like, what are all y'all doing here? So at this point, I'm just like, hi. And she just was like, gave us a cold look and was like, where the fuck Lil Bill at? Mind you, I said hi because I'm in your home. I'ma speak. You know, like, I'm not just gonna be in the house. I wasn't finna answer what we all doing here, because clearly you're not talking to me, you talking to them. Obviously you know them, you don't know me. So I'm just like, what the fuck? So Toxic was like, what the fuck, like, that's weird, like, who is that? I'm like, bitch, I don't know. So Lil Bill come out and he like, oh shit, like, okay. He like, yeah, so Lean and whoever the other boy, he don't really need no name, he's all like, yeah, they here, we all finna go to the takeover and blah 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 blah, you wanna come? And she was like, oh, okay, because I was finna say. So then she came and she like, hi you guys, hi. So we like, hi. So we think like, what the fuck? Mind you, nobody liked that Lil Bill. I didn't like him. I don't know if Toxic liked him. Well, more of the story, y'all see. So we was all really just going to take over with this random nigga. Like, it was not nothing like that. So when he said that Lean and the other nigga is the reason why we was there, I didn't even really like think nothing of it, because it's like, okay, he was never trying to flirt with us, no way, like at this time. So yeah, so it was whatever. So clearly that was his bitch, they live together. That's very rude to be inviting people into y'all home, because it's like, we don't even know Lean, we know you. So it's like, I wish my nigga would be out here making friends with random bitches at the mall and inviting them to our home, you know. Whatever. So anyway, after he said that, she was cool, and she just like, oh, I want to come, like, you know, like, and because he offered her to come. But it was one of those, you know, I offer you to come, but I really don't want you to come type situations. That's how it was. So he offered her to come, and she was just like, oh, I want to come. So he like, oh, we finna leave right now. You gonna have to want to get in the shower, do all of this, do all of that. And she like, oh, yeah. He was like, yeah, okay. So matter of fact, like, why don't you just come out, pop out later? Like, you know, you could bring my other car. So she like, all right, cool. You know, so we leave. We hop in a car with him. His friends, Lean hop in a car with us too. And his friend, they hopped in their car. Like, the other two boys, they had their own car, so they hopped in their own car, whatever. So he had a Charger, y'all. He had a red Charger. I ain't finna get into too much details. Y'all probably know who Lil Bill is anyway. But he had I don't know if he still got this car. He probably don't still got this car, but I don't know Lil Bill no more. Anyway, so we hop in the car with Lil Bill, and we go meet up with his other crew, whatever. So I'm thinking they're gonna be a crew of Chargers, you know, because whatever, it was all mixed up all over the place. But hey, none of my business. So we ended up going to this little spot, whatever. It was like a little hole in the wall that they had. And at the hole in the wall, it was cool. They had more drinks there. And at this point, I'm already feeling like real tipsy, because y'all, Hennessy, y'all, I'm just like, I'm cool. I'm not gonna be drinking too much, because we don't know these people like that, you know. And I know y'all thinking like, you just not realizing that, but yeah. So we at the place or whatever. Toxic, she wanna drink, bitch. Let's turn up. Let's ask Lean about those mollies. Let's ask Lean. Like, Lean was sipping that Lean so long. At this point, we have been with these people for like a good hour and 30 minutes, and he was still not asleep. I was just confused. But so she like, let's ask Lean about the about that. Like, let's get some. Like, don't be scared, we could try him tonight. I said, no, I'm good. I said, you never even did it before. Like, why are you about to do it in front of these people that you don't know? She was like, I doubt he would do anything to us. Baby girl, you don't even fucking know him. So I'm just like, nah, it's cool. I'm like, but if you do it, I'll watch you. You know, like, if that's something you really, really want to do tonight, I'll watch you or whatever, and I'll make sure you good. So she like, you being a bitch, you being weird, you being this, you being that. So Lane ended up coming over there, and he like, what's wrong with you? What's going on with y'all? She's like, cause I want to do the, you know, I don't know if I keep saying it. Yeah, Molly's a human person name. So she like, I want to do Molly or whatever. And she's like, I want to take one. And she not acting like she don't want to take none, and da 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 da. And he just like, oh, you know, trying to convince me to take it. And I'm just like, nigga, the fuck? Can't nobody peer pressure me to do nothing. So I'm like, I'm good. But I'm not doing it in an attitude way. Like, I'm smiling, I'm good, like, you know, whatever. I just don't want to seem like a bitch, like, you know, like just so angry or something. I don't know. So she just kept on about it. So where he's like, okay, well, I'm gonna give you one. And she like, oh, okay, like, I'm gonna give you a half or something like that. And she was just like, I need the whole thing, like, you know. And I'm just like, and plus she like, oh, and I'm gonna get some more alcohol. I'm just thinking like, this just sounds like a disaster waiting to happen. Like, what? So y'all, guess what she ended up doing? Even though I'm trying to tell her, like, girl, no, don't, da 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 da. She a grown woman at the end of the day. So what she do? She took that shit. And I'm just like, So he asking me, like, you gonna take? I'm like, nah, I'm good. So Lil Bill basically was just like, get off my homegirls. Like, stop trying to make them do shit, Glenn. Like, leave them alone. So when Toxic told him, like, oh, I took one, she's being scary, you taking one? And Lil Bill was like, nah, I don't fuck with that shit. And she was like, oh, he was like, oh, like, Toxic was just like, oh, like, you know, like, and Lil Bill was like, yeah, he started getting into it with Lean low-key, because he's like, why are you doing, like, my homegirls, like, why are you peer pressuring them, like, trying to force them to do some shit? Like, you got her doing this shit, we about to be out all night, she ain't never did this before, like, rah, rah, rah. So he just like, bro, chill, like, it's good, you know. And I'm just like sitting there like, So I just told her, I'm like, girl, yeah, basically I'm gonna watch you. I'm about to stop drinking because we both can't be fucked up. And yeah, if you feeling some type of way, let me know, because then we could go back to my car and I could take you home. Yeah. So anyway, we end up leaving from there. We end up going to Takeover. We going to Takeover. I'm not in the car when they doing the donuts, but guess who is in the car when they doing the donuts? I mean, it doesn't even matter. I'm just scared of that shit. Toxic, she front and center. She trying to hang out the sunroof. Like, bitch, sit your ass down before you fly out that motherfucking sunroof and be looking stupid on the fucking sidewalk or whatever. Because if y'all look it up, it's people that got hit by these cars, and it just be some crazy shit that happen. And I'm just like, Toxic, sit the fuck down. She was just doing the most, y'all. Let me tell y'all, the whole time we in the car with them, doing the fucking most. I already was nervous because Lil Bill, I was gonna say Beanhead, Lil Bill was driving fucking fast and crazy and shit, and I'm in and out of zooming, and I was already feeling some type of way because I'm just like, Lil Bill, you need to chill out. Like, don't be driving all crazy and shit with us in the car. Like, the fuck. And yeah, so time went by. Toxic was getting on my fucking nerves because she being on everybody. Like, she's on lean, not on, like, she's not on it, but she's on him, y'all. Get it? Remember, that's his name. So she's on him, like, trying to be up on him. But at this point, this nigga is like dozing off. And then she's trying to be all on fucking Lil Bill, when it's like, bro, we just seen Lil Bill got a hoe bitch that he lived with. Like, not a hoe bitch, but a hoe, like a hoe piece of woman. Like, I'm just gonna, but no. But anyway, it's like, girl, we know he got a whole girl, and like, he lived with her. Like, what is you trying to be all up on him for? And clearly that's his bitch, because he lied and said that he didn't basically even know us. So she's just trying to be all on Lil Bill. Like, y'all, it was one point to where Lil Bill had ducked off somewhere and said he had to pee, and she over here talking about something. Can I hold your dick? Bitch, I'm just like, girl, calm down. Calm down. It was just so annoying, like, irritating. And I'm like, I don't know if it's because she was on that shit or what, but nah, that wasn't even why. She an attention seeker, so it's like, that's what she want to do. So she over here like, can I drive your car? He like, Lil Bill was at this point was really kind of giving her action, to where it was like awkward as fuck, because he was just like, oh, we might have to skip the next location, because Toxic over here talking about she want to suck his dick and shit. And I'm just like, girl, like, at this point I'm annoyed. Lean is already passed out. He passed out in the back seat. So Toxic got in the front, I'm in the back seat with this sleepy ass nigga, with this not sleepy from the last story time, but he passed out, because y'all know why. So yeah, she in the front seat talking about something, I could do it while you drive. Yo, he like, here, do it. I'm just, at this point I was annoyed. I said, Toxic, get your mouth off that man. Like, bitch, come on. I said, come on, don't. No, I said, don't. I said, y'all do this when you sober. Like, don't be on that shit. Like, I'm like, she just too much right now. Like, nah. And she like, bitch, I'm good. And I was just irritated, because I'm just like, well, can y'all do this shit not around me? Because I'm just not trying to be here while y'all, you know, doing whatever it is that y'all doing. So he like, man, like, why you acting like that? So next thing you know, like, she trying to do what she doing. I'm in the backseat, annoyed, texting. This bitch will never see my face again. Like, you know, I'm just irritated, because I'm just like, bro, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, you could have meet up with this nigga on your own time and do this shit. Like, and you foul. You know the nigga got a girlfriend. He foul too, but shit, whatever. Like, so, whatever. Oh, my bad, y'all. Yeah, so she over there doing that, or whatever the case may be. And then we had, like, they stopped because his phone started ringing, and he was hooked up to the aux, so his shit was ringing on the aux. So guess who it is? His girlfriend. So she calling like, where y'all at? I'm in your car right now. I'm finna meet up, because he had two cars. She like, I'm finna meet up and pull up, blah 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 blah. Where y'all at? So he all like, oh, where we at? Like, and it's just like, and she over there smiling, and he on the phone. Why are you on the phone with your girl while niggas ain't shit? So she like, why are you talking like that? Like, he like, oh, my bad, I had to run back to my car, you know. So then Toxic get up, and she just laughing loud as fuck in the background. She was like, who is that? Like, he's like, remember the girls that was with Lean and da 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 da? And he like, oh, okay, well, what's up with her? Like, you know, because he had on ox, and she just laughed like, ah. So I'm like, Toxic, come here, let's get out the car, let's take a walk, because we where everybody is at or whatever. So they end up talking, whatever the case may be, and I'm just irritated with her because she like, that's finna be my nigga. I'm finna be up in that apartment. I said, bitch, 9 times out of 10, that's her spot and he lit her, because you could just tell. Like, the fuck, bitch, you're not finna be nowhere. Like, we probably never even gonna see this bald-headed nigga again. But I was just so annoyed. I'm like, girl, can you chill? Like, you calm down. Like, you know, can you chill? And she was just like, I'm trying to chill. I'm trying to chill, but you just won't let me. Like, girl, shut the fuck up. So anyway, so the girlfriend ended up meeting up with us or whatever, and she was just like, cool. She didn't come by herself though. She came with like 3 homegirls or whatever, and her homegirls was not feeling us at all. They just wasn't, because we like, they wasn't feeling me because of toxic. Because at first they was just like, standoffish, and then they kind of was just like, oh, like talking to us, like we talking like, oh, who are you, like you been to take over, small shit. But the whole time we would talk like in a group, toxic would duck off over by Lil Bill, like, and be over there with him and his homeboys standing around and shit. So then one of her homegirls pointed out something. I'm not even gonna get him a name, they don't really need no name. So one of her homegirls had pointed out something, and she was just like, why, she was like, didn't y'all like, sorry, she was like, ain't y'all with Lean and the other nigga? And I'm like, yeah, like, you know, I guess, whatever. And she was like, so why y'all in the car with Lil Bill and Lean if one of y'all was with the other nigga? Like, you know, why ain't nobody in the car with him? Because he was in his car by himself. So I'm just thinking to myself, like, good question. So I really can't answer this question, because it's like, that's not the case. Like, well, I'm gonna say, oh no, actually we met Lil Bill at this point, we ain't even got, I ain't even in my car, you know. So I'm just like, so when she said that, I kind of was just like, they was doing donuts and shit, and my friend just wanted to be in the car while they was doing donuts. So basically that's why we in the car with that bald-headed ass nigga, Lil Bill. So, you know, so she like, I don't know, that just seemed weird. So then his girlfriend just like, I'm not thinking nothing of it, but she was just like, what's up with your homegirl? Like, why every time we huddled up talking, she want to be up over there with the niggas? I'm like, I don't know. The fuck? Like, bitch, why are y'all asking me questions? So I'm like, maybe you should ask her. Like, what are you asking me for? And I'm like, she just into cars. Like, you know, she's into cars. So at this point, I go over there to Toxic, because at this point, she would be in the huddle, but she would really just duck off and like disappear. So at this point, I could just tell they wasn't feeling us. I'm over there with Toxic. I'm like, Toxic, you need to chill out. I'm like, because this is like, we're gonna have to fight somebody because you doing too much with her nigga. Why is my phone doing that? So I'm like, look, you're doing too much with her nigga or whatever. And she was just like, I'm not doing the most. I'm not doing nothing. And if bitches won't smoke, they could get smoked, because at the end of the day, I'm taking bitches, nigga. She starts saying this shit loud, bro. I'm just like, yo, shut the fuck up. Like, you're doing too fucking much. And they really wasn't paying attention to us, like, thankfully, because they probably would have stumped her the fuck out. But I'm just like, girl, shut up. So at this point, Lil Bill and his bitch, they kind of like arguing. You could tell they was probably talking because of us, because her homegirl, her homegirl was really just pressing an issue about it. Like, okay, why they with them? Why they da-da-da-da? She was just like really pressing. So she over there pressing Lil Bill and shit like that. So at this point, I'm just like, what the fuck? Lean's still in the backseat sleep. So I'm just like, yo. So when they stopped, he was like, we gonna go to the next location. He's like, it's not even like that. Like, you know, blah, blah, it's not like that. So he like, we gonna go to the next location. I'm gonna meet up with the other homeboy. And he was like, and they gonna get in the car with him. So she like, okay, all right, whatever. So we get back in the car with Lil Bill, and Toxic get in the front seat. Oh, his girlfriend really was looking like, and then she went over there and she said, hold the fuck up, why are you getting in the front? She was like, Lean trying to wake him up. Lean, ooh, I almost dropped my phone. She like, Lean trying to wake him up, like, Lean, go in the front seat. Go in the front seat. And he was like, man, he's like, man, that nigga slumped. Let's let him stay in the back. And he's like, but why is this bitch like da-da-da? And Toxic just was laughing, y'all, laughing. So he just like, man, we finna go to the next location. And it's like, he just yelling at her. And so she ended up going to his other car or whatever. So we in the car. I'm like, can you actually take us home? If that's not too much to ask or whatever like that. I was like, or at the next location, I'm gonna just call an Uber, like, we just gonna go. And he was just like, why? Like, why? This good, it's a night. And she was just like, right, cause tell her, you need to tell that bitch that you finna be my nigga. And he was just like, I ain't finna be your nigga, like, and start laughing. I'm just like, So at this point, this bitch started getting real emotional. She crying in the front seat, talking about, why would you do me like that? Why would you let me suck your dick? Like, bitch, what? So I'm just like, oh my god. So I'm sitting in the backseat annoyed. Like I said, yeah, toxic, we going home. When we get to the next location, I'm gonna call Uber to my car and we're just gonna leave. We're gonna go. I don't want to leave. He like, y'all don't have to leave. I'm like, I'm just like, it's just, this night is just going, it's not going. So he like, all right, well, I'm not gonna let y'all Uber. And he's like, I'm like, so you're gonna take us all the way back? Mind y'all, we far. He like, well, I'm just can't let y'all Uber from that location. Uber is not gonna be able to get through to y'all. Y'all really gonna be just sitting, like it's just gonna be bad. So I'll get y'all somewhere else, right? So we in the car, whatever. He called his homeboy and he was like, bro, let's go to the spot, like, you know. And he like, all right, whatever. So we in the car, we driving. I'm just like, oh, this is a cool little spot you could drop us off at. It was like a taco stand. I'm like, you could drop us off here. I'll call an Uber to there. He's like, no, y'all good. Y'all ain't catching no Uber. If anything, I'm taking y'all back to y'all car, like, you know. So I'm just like, okay. So at this point, his girlfriend blowing his phone up. He's not answering. Y'all, I'm just like, why this nigga doing some fuck shit? I'm like, just tell your girlfriend what you finna do, like, you know. He like, nah, I don't feel like dealing with that shit tonight. And Toxic was just like, I just can't believe she's still crying. So he cut the music up loud, but mind you, it kept getting interrupted because she's calling. Like, she's calling. I'm just thinking like, bro, oh my god, let me lace up my sandals because I'm gonna have to fight somebody. We got to fight because if she find where we at, she gonna for sure feel like, oh, y'all on some weird shit, and her homegirls gonna be ready to fight, and I'm not just about to let them beat up Toxic, like, you know. So I'm just like, oh my god, this nigga, why did we come, y'all? So we end up pulling back to that little hole in the wall place that we was at earlier. It was like a little motorcycle club or whatever. So we up in there, we just chilling or whatever, and I'm just trying to get Toxic a whole bunch of water, and I'm asking him like, can you take us to my car? Like, you know. At this point, we're not too far. We kind of far, but not too far. So I'm like, can you take us to my car? And he just like, I'm gonna take y'all, blah blah blah. And I'm just trying to get Toxic to sober up, and she just like, okay. So next thing you know, she like, let's go dance or whatever, because they have music and all that other shit, and people's dancing and shit like that. So we go out there, she dance. Oh, excuse me, sorry. So we go out there, she dancing and shit. She gonna tell me, dude, I'm sorry, y'all. So we dancing, and she gonna tell me, do you think Lil Bill would be jealous if I fuck Lean? I said, what? She gonna say, and I said, I'm like, no, I heard what you said. I said, girl, that's not gonna happen. You're not doing that. I said, you're going home. We're going home. And she's like, no, I just feel like I should fuck Lean because he got me fucked up. Like, how you still gonna stay with your girlfriend? I'm like, bitch, we don't know him. We don't know Lil Bill. We don't fucking, bitch. At this point, I'm annoyed. I'm just like, we don't know Lil Bill. We don't know him. How are you mad because he did some foul shit on his bitch and you thought that he was gonna leave his bitch for some bitch he met at the mall a few hours ago? We didn't even know this man a good 24 hours. Like, it's nobody's fault that you on some fuck shit. And you know, so she like, girl, I don't care, like da 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 da. So I'm just like, this bitch getting on my fucking nerves. So I'm like, let's get you some more water. So we go to the bathroom or whatever, and it was just like one stall in the bathroom. And I'm like, try to use the bathroom or whatever. So she used the bathroom. I'm like, okay, I'm finna pee. Y'all, why while I'm peeing, fucking squatting over the toilet, this bitch gonna open the door and leave out? I was annoyed. I'm just like, no, this bitch didn't do that weird ass shit. Like, bitch, I'm over here using the bathroom. So it is still people, like, somebody almost walked in. I'm like, I'm in here. Like, I was so fucking irritated. Like, so I'm annoyed. At this point, I'm just like, huh. Somebody gonna fight Toxic, and it might be me because the bitch is getting on my motherfucking nerves. So we go or whatever. So I end up leaving out the bathroom, and I'm looking for her. I'm just like, yo, at this point, I'm annoyed. So I end up hitting up Lil Bill. Like, I end up seeing him, and I'm like, hey, can you take us home? I'm like, have you seen Toxic? And he was just like, man, your little hoe ass friend over there kissing one of the homies. And I said, so I'm like, I'll be right back. But can you take us home? But I'll be right back. I go over there, I'm pulling her. I'm like, come on. So the boy like, what is you doing? And I'm just like, getting my friend. The fuck? So I'm like, come on. She's like, Samo, you're doing too much. Samo, if you're mad because you ain't met no niggas all night, that's not my fault. So I said, oh yeah, we gotta get home. Because at this point, I'm getting mad and it's I'm getting annoyed. Like, I'm getting annoyed. So I'm like, yeah, Lil Bill, about that, taking us home, you know. Can we go? So he like, I'm gonna take y'all home. You need to just chill. I'm gonna take y'all in a minute. I'm just, well, not home, but to your car. He like, cause I need to something. I forgot. It was some shit he said he needed to do, which didn't make no sense. And he could have just drove us where we was going. So I'm just like, yo. So we just in there. I'm trying to sit her down. I got her a bottle of water. She just drinking it. We just over there. Ah! It was a little moth. Sorry, y'all. Where'd that come from? Anyway, let me finish. Yeah, so I got her a bottle of water and she just drinking it or whatever. And then next thing you know, he come over there rushing like, come on, we gotta go. So I'm like, what? I'm like, we going back to my car? He like, yeah, come on, we gotta go, we gotta leave right now. So we get in the car, we leaving. Next you know, his phone getting blown up again. He like, y'all don't say shit. So I'm just like I'm sitting by the window in the back seat and Toxic's in the middle, and she was like leaned over on me like she was my baby. I'm just like holding her head on my chest like. And, so yeah, he just like answered the phone and he is his bitch. She like, you got me fucked up, and when I see them bitches, she going off. She's going off, and he like, I ain't even with them bitches no more. I don't know them bitches, fuck them bitches. And I'm just thinking like, bro, you won't take us back to our car, my car, like nigga, what the fuck? I'm just sitting there like, no, this nigga not saying fuck us, as if we wanted to still, well, as if I wanted to still hang out with him. The nerve, sir, the nerve. I'm a whole vibe, fuck you. Anyway, so yeah, so he just like, fuck them bitches, da 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 da. And she like, yeah, where you at, I'm finna pull up, I'm finna beat you, yo ass, them bitches ass. Like, me and my hunkers, stop playing. And you hear the hunkers in the background like, yeah, we gonna beat them bitches ass, stop playing, little Bill, we gonna bust all your windows out. She was like, I'm gonna take this car back home if you don't tell me where you at. I'm gonna bust every window out this motherfucker, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. And he like, bitch, if you touch my car, y'all, they just getting into it to where Lean ended up waking up, and he just like, what's going on, bro? And he like, man, bro, she tripping over them bitches, we ain't even with them bitches. And he was like, oh, he was like, the ones in the back seat, y'all. And she was like, you with them bitches, the back seat, where you at, oh, they can't say shit. And she like, yeah, y'all weird ass, da da da. So I'm just sitting there, I'm just like, and at this point, Toxic, she just like weeping on my chest, like just like silently weeping. And I'm just annoyed because I'm just like, yo, this is a fucked up situation. It's just irritating. So he like, man, what the fuck? He like, meet me here, da 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 da. He said like some location for him to meet her. So she like, all right, I see you there, I see you in a minute, bitch ass nigga, da da da. They get into it. He hang up. He like, man, I'm finna pull up on this bitch and slap her. I said, can you take me back to my car? Like, take me back. You do what you do with your girl after you take me back to my car. Like, what the fuck? I'm like, you take me back to my car first. I'm like, because y'all doing too much. I'm like, you ain't trying to hang out. He gonna say, I did not. When I said fuck them bitches, I was not talking about y'all, and I ain't mean to disrespect y'all. I'm like, bro, who else was you talking about? Casper and his homegirl? Because it's only us here. And he like, I'm just, you know how it be, she just tripping, man. And it's crazy because she ain't even my bitch like that. Like, she just tripping because y'all, but it ain't even like that. I'm sorry, I don't mean to disrespect y'all, you know how it is. I don't know how it is. I know how it is. If I'm at my car, then I would understand, you know, and I could go home. So I'm like, can you not pull up on her right now? Can you take us back to the car? So he just like, man, sleep, man, lean, what should I do? This nigga out of it. He like, let's get some more lean. I'm just like, y'all, I was so annoyed. So I'm just like, man, can you just take us back to the car? She calling, she like, I'm here, nigga, where you at? He like, I'm pulling up. And he was all like, and you talking so tough, and if one of these bitches beat your ass, at this point, what the fuck? So I while he's on the phone, I'm like, take me to my car, and he was like, he turned around and was like, she's like, oh, who the fuck is that bitch talking, she said what? She said she gonna beat me up. She said what? And he hung up on her, and he turned around to me, he was like, why would you do that? Like, she crazy, I was just trying to play, you know. I'm gonna take y'all back to y'all car now, because if I take y'all there, they gonna do some shit. At this point, I'm just annoyed. I'm like, bro, just take us back to our car, little Bill, you fucking bald-headed ass bitch, because you got us fucked up, you know. I didn't say that to him, but that's really how I felt, because how I look like calling this man a bald-headed bitch, and he could just put us out on the side of the road at this point. Y'all, we ended up driving. He was just like, man, I'm sorry. He kept apologizing, like, because this was supposed to happen. We were supposed to have a good time. I don't even know who invited the bitch, who invited her. I'm like, you invited her. The fuck, For one, you should never even had us in y'all motherfucking crib, you weirdo. So anyway, he ended up finally taking us back to the car, and he was just like, y'all, man, y'all be good out here, y'all be safe, and maybe we could do this next weekend, but it'll be better. I'm not even gonna invite her, it'll be cool. So I said, Little Bill, you will never see our face again. And he was like, oh, stop playing, don't be playing with me. And he would never call me my name either, because I think he didn't even remember our names. So I think he was calling me like sis or something. I don't know. He never called me by my name. But yeah, so I was just like, yo, we got in the car, we ended up going home. This bitch threw up all in my motherfucking car. I was hot, I tell you. I had made her get my shit detailed, because it's like, bitch, I was so annoyed. She really threw up all in my fucking car. She was like sick, and I really like nursed her back to life the fucking next day, y'all. Good friend on me, because I'm pretty sure if it was on the other shoe, she probably wouldn't have did that shit for me. Well, no, she did nice things for me before.